Stay with UK news today because Rishi Sunak is reportedly set to accept Boris Johnson's controversial honours list while ignoring the fact that it could lead to two by-elections. Well, according to UK-based publisher The Times, the list carries at least 50 names. Johnson's list also includes the names of former Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries and Johnson's COP26 president Alok Sharma. If Dorries and Sharma are promoted to the House of Lords, their Tory majority seats of Reading West, Berkshire and Mid Bedfordshire will go for by-elections. Now, remember, this comes in the backdrop of rising support for the Labour Party and also a visible dip in Tory popularity that was underscored in the local elections in May. However, some senior Conservatives are still confused over the acceptance of the list after the latest row over Johnson's WhatsApp chats and diaries. Well, Johnson's honour list has been described as a controversial one after reports emerged that the list includes names of Tory party donors, Johnson's aides as well, and even a proposed knighthood for his father, Stanley Johnson. Well, for more on this, we've got our London correspondent, Alex Isaac, joining us here. Now, just so that everybody knows, this is standard procedure. Departing prime ministers, they are entitled to bestow honours on their close allies after they leave. So what's the problem, do you think?
Well, yes, you're absolutely correct there. And they do put it to the new cabinet, and they have the right to say whether there should be new knighthoods or they should have honours as well. Now, the problem does really come down to who is being put forward. The idea that Boris Johnson's father, Stanley, would get a knighthood has already been dismissed now, and so have a few of the other people that he's put forward for a knighthood. But that honours list, especially when it comes to, as you mentioned there, Nadine Dorries and Alok Sharma for West Berkshire and Reading West as well. Now, the problem here is specifically if they take on those honours now, and therefore they won't be able to go through until the next general election, and that means that those seats could be well contested. And there have been a lot of conversations within Parliament in Whitehall itself to say, well, hold on, just don't take them yet, take them maybe next year, and then maybe hold off that these seats, which have been Conservative seats for quite a long time, may then fall if the same people aren't in those positions. But Rishi Sunak, Prime Minister, is in quite a hard place at the moment. If he decided to not honour any of the list, and decided that he wouldn't be putting forward Boris Johnson's honours list, then there's going to be a whole host of Tory backbenchers who are out for blood. And at the moment, there does still seem to be this really tenuous link between all those that support Rishi Sunak and those who are still really hoping that Boris Johnson comes back again. But there is this infighting, and this is not going to be looking good for Rishi Sunak. He is in a rock and a hard place, in fact, with most of the things that he puts across at the moment. So just saying yes to some of these honours, it is usually done by the incoming Prime Minister, and he does have the right to say no to a few of those 50 lists. At the moment, we don't have really a huge understanding on who else may or may not be included, but we do know that it is something that he has to consider and has to take forward, and it's up to both those MPs that we just mentioned whether or not they decide to take it this year or actually just wait and hold off to see if the general election comes out in the Conservative favour. There's still a lot riding on what may happen within this year and next year as well.
Yeah, you're so right. Alex Isaac, thank you so much.